Welcome to another Tokyo Revengers video, guys. I hope you all have read chapter 248. Honestly, I really enjoyed reading. Since some of us already know some content, so I felt like the chapter was a little shorter than usual. Regardless of all this now, it was a good chapter. So let's talk about it. But before we talk about that, as usual guys, I would kindly appreciate it if you can drop a like on the video and consider subscribing to the channel. Let's go into the video now. So the chapter starts with Mitsuya's flashback. Also, this panel leaked on Saturday. Not gonna lie, I was really surprised when we got this backstory. If some of you have seen my spoiler video, you guys will understand. I would have said this: that both the HAITANI brothers and the Mitsuya were bound by fate. And the editor's note at the beginning of the chapter is also the same. It says, "A fateful showdown." Yeah, there is no better name for this fight than this. Now back to the chapter. In the chapter, Mitsuya takes his sisters to the festival. This is called as Abu Festival. Probably, some people are not so interested in knowing the meaning of this. But at the same time, some people would like to learn about Japanese culture. Here's the small explanation. Because it would be really interesting. The festival is basically about selling different types of food. People from Japan and all around it will attend. There will be many food stalls. So yeah, basically the festival will have many stalls that can attract children. Also, a place where young people come and go happily rather than as a traditional cultural festival. I think this explanation is enough. And I now understand why Ken Wakui-sensei chose this festival. He has chosen the one that suits the situation. So at that festival, Mitsuya meets the HAITANI brothers for the first time. He looks at them and even says, "So cool." They can both be role models for him to become a fashion designer. Because his whole focus was on them. The story now comes back to the battlefield. Hakai is completely shocked after hearing Mitsuya's story. This is so hilarious. As we saw in the previous chapter, the HAITANI brothers no longer want to waste time. They begin to use their weapon. Ran HAITANI says something interesting. "You guys will die in about 5 minutes." Although he is sure when he says it, at the same time he tries to provoke their anger. We know very well about Mitsuya. No matter how bad the situation is, he will handle it patiently. But Hakai is not like him. After he hears Ran's word, he immediately gets angry. And it's almost like they're automatically trapped in their trap. But instead of fighting, they run away. Perhaps some people wonder why the HAITANI brothers behave like cowards. I don't know how many people remember this. In chapter 128, Ran HAITANI will suddenly come behind Mitsuya and attacks him. He would have said this later. "Toma, not a gang you can crush by following dumb rules like that. We gotta hit them fast while their guard's still down." So, he also knows how to handle others. But the only difference is that they use dirty tricks to win. Honestly, I can't blame them for this. Although Mitsuya tries to stop him, Hakai has already fallen into their trap. And the two gangs are fighting fiercely with each other. It would have been better if we had gotten the other characters fight instead of this picture. Like the fight scene with Takemichi and Kakucho. Hope we get something like that in the next chapter. Because instead of showing random people, the story will be even more crazy when other character is shown. I still wonder how Takemichi's fight will end. However, finally Mitsuya saw Hakai, who was already lying on the ground. They both seem to be away from the battlefield. Not gonna lie, I really like the way this fight has been handled so far. Because, in other fights both characters will attack each other. Suddenly one will win. I was really tired of watching fights like that. Sometimes fights like that are not then interesting. But the fight between these Mitsuya and Hakai and HAITANI brothers was completely different. As Hakai said, the HAITANI brothers are ambushed and attacked. And this panel was really insane. Suddenly Mikey's gang surrounds Mitsuya. And the overall atmosphere changes. The HAITANI brothers suddenly appear in front of Mitsuya. They seem to be very confident in their word. But Mitsuya alone deals with everyone. But at the same time, he tries to wake up Hakai as well. I hope we will find out in the next few chapters who actually attacked Hakai. We know for sure that it was HAITANI who attacked him. Because he started using the weapon first. I think Ken Wakui-sensei will show us how he got hit in the head. Hope Hakai repeats the same thing to them. So yeah, if some of you are HAITANI Brothers fans, you will definitely not enjoy the upcoming chapters. I still hope one of them dies. HAITANI is definitely likely to die in this fight. We can already see their reaction in this panel. They could not believe that Hakai had woke up again. Hakai's only goal is to kill HAITANI. We know why he is serious about it. But Mitsuya has already defeated half the people. After all, the 5 minutes that the HAITANI brothers said were over. The badass panel of this whole chapter. I like how confident Mitsuya is. The fight between the new and old charismatic duo finally begins in the next chapter. We don't know if the next chapter will focus on this fight. Because we still have no information about Hanma and Kawada brothers, Benkei. And I personally believe that the fight between Senju and Sanzu will play a major role in this battle. Because Senju always thinks she should apologize to her brother. But at the same time, Sanzu would not even hesitate to hurt her. Because she is now fighting against Mikey's gang. We know how loyal Sanzu is to that Mikey. I look forward to this fight too. So yeah, we are at a really great party right now. Every chapter is going to be insane. Honestly, I want the next chapter to focus on Senju's fight. Senju fight is definitely going to be crazy, depending on how Ken Wakui-sensei handles it. So let me know below which fight you are waiting for. Apart from all this, let me know in the comment section what you would like to see in story. Anyway, if you guys like this video, hit the like button and don't forget to subscribe, and good luck to all.